What's up, everyone? Welcome to Game Scrubs episode number 41. My name is Cal, one of your hosts, and joining me, as always, as per usual, Jake. Jake, how you doing?
Sir, I would just like to say that I'm doing fucking phenomenal. I noticed I had an email when right before we started this, and I would just like to announce to everyone right now that your favorite podcast that goes live at and around 6 p.m. Central Time every Monday got a promo code for motherfucking Bug Snacks, and your boy is gonna be streaming that at 8 a.m. Standard Time on Thursday, and I will also be streaming that at 11 p.m. Standard Central Time on Thursday. We here, boys. We made it. We got a promo code. Gonna be posting on my social as soon as this is done. Got the okay go. Just got the email and everything. So stay excited, stay hyped. It's gonna be big. This is gonna be really dope. Make sure to follow the Hogtie Productions Instagram and Twitter. Been dropping some fire tweets and posts lately. And Bug Snacks. All right, I guess now is the best time as ever. I apologize, everyone. I will be right back. Cal, go ahead and keep doing the rigmarole.
This is our weekly gaming podcast where every week we drum up the top gaming news. And we say, hey, we should talk about this. And, holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Piggies a lot for the hat. Thank you. This is very warm to just sit inside my hot apartment and wear.
Yeah. Goddamn. Bug Snacks.
We out here crushing it. We love Bug Snacks, everyone.
Yep. So yeah, this is our weekly gaming podcast. And I think it's fair to say that the reason we're almost like derailed by this is that it's very vindicating as a form of like the work that we've put in, you know?
Yep. Haven't even been doing it a year, y'all. And thanks to everyone who's watching and all the support and everything, we're moving right along. We're taking those steps. We're moving up in the world, and we can't thank you enough. Yeah, definitely derailed for the best reasons.
Yeah. And you know, it's only because of you, the fans, watching us, not even necessarily live, but just at all. Giving us any sort of time of your day is more than I ever really expect.
I was gonna say, cue the PBS title card, and this was brought to you. Sorry, this is brought together by viewers like you.
That's exactly right, though. Holy crap!
It's such a day, such a great day, everyone. Thank you. So glad I checked my email. I've been refreshing it all day. I just told Cal every time my phone vibrated in a specific way that goes off when I get Discord notifications and emails. I would freak out and pull out my phone. I was getting some dental work done, and they kept laughing at me because I was like holding my phone out really far, trying to see it while they worked on my teeth, and still no emails, always Discord, but here we are. We got it. We're going for it. Ugh.
You know, speaking of going for it, let's jump right into the top news of the week. And by far and away, I think this is one that you and I have plenty. We've certainly, you know, I'm not even going to necessarily say we have disagreements with it, but we have very spirited discussions in and around basically the Elder Scrolls franchise. And this is Huge.
Huge.
This is a game changer like nothing we've ever seen before.
This is absolutely huge, though. Like, so exciting. Look at this. Look at him go. Go ahead. Get us started, my dude.
So, Todd Howard, you know the guy, Todd Skyrim.
Damn it. That was just about Todd Skyrim Howard. Getting choked up over there.
Me Rona. He gave me the Rona. Okay. Basically, Bethesda's working on a new game engine for next gen titles.
Yes.
Thank God. And there was an event, like a press event recently, where he said that the engine overhaul is, quote, probably the largest we've ever had, maybe even larger than Morrowind to Oblivion, end quote.
That's insane.
And they're putting a lot of money into the guys behind the engine. And he basically has said even that more people are working on the engine by a factor of 5 than ever before. Oh.
Wow. That's incredible. I mean, they got all that money. Why the hell not, right? Like, this is perfect. This is what an acquisition is supposed to be, right? You get bought by these big companies, and then these developers get the resources they need to do even more. Because, like, Bethesda's been a successful company. A very successful with especially what they do. And this is so exciting. This is so cool. Like, a big-ass overhaul. This is going to be incredible. And I'll be honest, I'll probably be a little softer on them now, since they're working on a new engine, instead of just doing the same thing again. I just feel like this is something that they've needed to do for quite a while, and it's gonna show.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the fact that it's happening does not mean that we will see it right away.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, later on in the article, Howard basically was asked, okay, when we gonna see it? He said, get comfortable, because they prefer the idea of announcing a game and releasing it a short while later, such as like what they did with Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't with Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield. So, my thoughts as far as that goes is, well, as long as the majority of the work is done in terms of, character design to character behavior, as long as all the gears are in the system properly, it should just be a matter of a fancy paint job. And then updating how the processing of it all works. Now, obviously, with something like that, it would definitely have to when you layer it like that, there's bound to be bugs regardless.
Oh yeah.
So I think that as long as they don't get too sidetracked into the weeds, I think he's being a little humble as far as the time change, or the extended amount of time versus when maybe before with the previous engine they would have released it, especially because of the whole factor of 5 thing. So Uh, that's just kind of my general thoughts on it. What about you?
I'm just excited. I thought they were gonna do Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 on the same engine that they did Skyrim on, so I'm pretty pumped to see some change. I was legitimately, I know me and Brandon had talked about it before, where they were working on Starfield with the Skyrim engine. We were just like, but why? What's the point? Like, keep working on these bigger, bolder games, but with like the same parameters as before. Like, what can you really do? Like, it's got to change and adapt and evolve, right? Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it looks. I'm expecting great things, honestly, and I'm very excited for it.
So am I. For exactly the same reason, is I think it'll look very, very good. What I worry slightly about, though, is I hope that they don't get too caught up in just making it look good. I want it to feel like a Bethesda game where it has those little vignettes that you can stumble across that tell a story, And I think Bethesda is like blows a lot of companies out of the water as far as that is concerned. Naughty Dog probably being the exception as far as telling those short little vignette stories, especially with Last of Us and Last of Us 2.
I think Obsidian's a good one to look at as well, as far as the little vignettes and stuff.
Yeah.
Super exciting. And you're right. They just have to keep true to those things like that while growing and evolving the actual look and everything as well. A lot of potential there. Super exciting. Optimistic for the future of Bethesda.
Definitely. I saw in the article, and I guess I'll just bring it up. Does anybody want to see a Dishonored playthrough?
Oh.
I wouldn't mind playing. I've been kind of getting a hankering for some Dishonored recently.
I'd watch that.
So, I don't know, poggers in the chat if you want fucking whatever it's fucking called.
Dishonored and then Dishonored 2?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe that'll be what I start playing. I don't know. I gotta finish Celeste. I gotta finish Doom DLC.
Yeah.
I want to get those done. I at least gotta finish the first boss of Bloodborne as well.
First boss? Why not just the whole game?
Because the whole game hurts. It hurts. The game is so goddamn hard.
Bloodborne's just like, I will break you.
Yeah. Here I was like, I'm moving on these little feckers. I can play this game, no problem. And then, like...
Bunch of smooth brain losers trying to play this game.
Man, can you believe... People just don't know how to play games anymore, I guess.
And then just gets bodied.
Yeah. It's not that it's hard. It's just I realize it's a game about grinding until you're able to actually do it, no problem. I just don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. I get you.
So... Anyway, I'm not here to bitch about Bloodborne. I'm here to say, stay on the lookout for a Dishonored stream one of these days.
Yeah.
So, you want to move on to the next one?
Oh, you fucking know it, dude. I actually tweeted about this from the official Hogtie Productions Twitter.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft is reportedly looking to acquire Japanese game studios. I'm just saying, maybe they could have thought about doing this years ago.
Like 10, 12 years ago.
I don't know. Maybe when you launched the original Xbox, like, no, we're just gonna make games and then the Japanese are gonna buy them. It's like, well, it's a very different market.
Yeah, like you keep trying to stop trying to break into the Eastern market. It's not gonna happen.
Dude, I think they could. They could if they just did this. If they just made games. If like
Well, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. I was just trying to make a joke.
Yeah. Yo, real quick, Fee in the chat says just acquire Platinum Games. Finish Scalebound, you cowards. Do it.
Give us the fucking Snyder release of Scalebound.
Please. Is it going to be 4 hours long?
It'll be 4 hours long and still painful for every second.
Gosh. It just makes sense. I'm amazed that they hadn't gotten like a major studio already, even just like a small studio. What do you think? Who do you think they should go for?
Well, let me tell you.
I think in the article.
I'm trying to refresh my memory here.
Yeah. In the article.
You know what? They should go for Nintendo.
Yeah, of
course.
They're
pretty big.
They're just basically a publisher now anyway. Like, their consoles don't move at all. That could be said about the Wii U. Apparently, Microsoft has approached several Japan-based game developers, and Koei Tecmo president Hisashi Koinuma revealed that Microsoft had approached the publisher to form a partnership, and I think that's a good move. That'd be a good fit for Xbox, I think. But I don't think they're gonna do it.
I have the perfect one, and all others will not even compare. All right.
Who dat?
Are you familiar with Nippon HE Software?
I am not off the top of my head now. What do they make?
They make those like.
You can't even say it.
They make the dating simulator.
Oh my gosh! Like the pigeon dating simulator.
No, like the real ones.
Oh no!
Come on, Microsoft, pander to your audience.
Oh my gosh!
You want to carve out a following in Japan? There you go, bud.
Oh my gosh! In the article, they mention the Xbox Series Xbox Series S could be very popular in Japan, just by how small it is, so it could fit in like the houses and stuff like that. Well, oh man, that would be. I'm fascinated to see if Microsoft can break in this generation because they still have yet to do it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like looking through these. I can't. a lot of these companies are already like on very good terms with either Nintendo or Sony.
Yeah, that's the hard part, dude.
Like I looked and I was like, oh, Game Freak.
No, hell no.
No. What
about Sega, dude?
See there, I just don't know.
They just had to sell a whole bunch of. They just had to close down some of their arcades that they have in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that I don't know, maybe the hit's gonna be enough. I think that's something to watch closely. I'm with you.
I also was like looking at like Atlas, but
I mean Atlas is owned by Sega, so
Arc System Works.
Why don't they just go after Square Enix? They're already just buying up these.
I was looking at that too. I was like, if they're going for Bethesda, fuck, go for Square.
Well, I mean,
Enix.
I was gonna say Square Enix is doing that PlayStation exclusive though with Final Fantasy 16. Yeah. It's like, who do they even go for?
Like, I'm genuinely like, scrolling back and forth as fast as I can. I'm just like I'm looking at these and I just don't see anything. From Software. No, they're not good. No, unless I guess they throw down some real good money.
I mean, they can throw around that green. They have. They've proven that they will.
Kojima Productions.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely going for Kojima. Yeah. Why don't they just
the rest of them are like smaller than I would like. Unless maybe they're just like trying to, maybe what they're doing is they're casing the joint right now, saying, "Who are some of your best workers here?"
Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Just snipe them.
Yeah, just snipe them and just make it new. Like literally, just make a new company.
Why don't they just buy Konami? When was the last time they put out a halfway decent game without Kojima working on it?
Shit.
There's their shot.
Hell yeah, brother! I'll drink to that.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I think Konami's got to be Konami and Koei Tecmo are their go-tos. Like those are the big two they should try and get. Or Sega. Honestly, Sega. If they did like Sega and Microsoft were in talks back with the original Xbox to do something together, so I could very well see it happening now.
Yeah. I mean, Sega's gonna get bought up no matter what, I think. It's just a matter of who now.
Oh, man, what if Nintendo buys Sega? Is that the ultimate flex? Is that the the ultimate who won the console war?
Sega does when Nintendo don't. Sega goes under.
Sega makes cartridges that feel like they're made of like just the shittiest plastic you can imagine. I don't have hot takes on Sega or anything. But I do have hot takes on PlayStation if you want to talk about that. I feel like we've exhausted what Xbox can possibly do in Japan right now. Besides, I mean, the funniest thing is I think we covered it in our old podcast where they were selling Xbox Series X and S's, or sorry, Xbox One S's and Xbox One X's as 4K Blu-ray players instead of actual consoles because nobody gave a shit about the games.
Yeah. That's
RIP.
Exactly where we're at right now.
Yo. So they can't move Xbox. Xbox just don't sell in Japan, but apparently PS5 does. Cal, you want to take it?
Sure. Do you live in Japan? Do you speak Japanese and eat sushi and live in Japan just in general? Well, you're out of luck if you don't already have your PS5 pre-ordered because it's already sold out in Japan.
Japan,
they're gone. No more. Let's see what is in Japanese. It would be no mas. No mas.
No mas. It's just crazy. I think that's just. I mean, it's really not that crazy. People are frothing at the mouth for the PS5. They weren't because of COVID-19. They weren't going to be able to make as many as they'd like. Man.
Definitely.
This is going to be great. This is crazy. And they're just going to keep selling out. Kind of like when the Switch came out. Hopefully they have a better supply chain than Nintendo fucking did when they were doing the Switch. But man, this is going to be nuts. I wonder how many
people are doing the same thing with fucking PS5s that people do with Nintendo products. Because
I feel like that's not a big a thing in Japan, you know?
I mean, just in general.
Oh, dude, in the U.S. it's happening constantly, I'm sure.
That shit just... Scalpers just drive me up so far up and down the goddamn walls of every single fucking building.
They're the worst. The absolute worst.
Like, EA executives are clearly worse than them. But not by much.
Not by much, barely.
They're down there in the dregs with those guys.
They're down in the dregs with the Ubisoft executives. They're trash. But man, this is just so exciting. Already pumped for this generation. Moving right along into this, man. I want that PS5, bruh.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty clear that this kind of definitely ties into this, partially why we chose the order we did for the articles is, there, it's very clear the markets we have in front of us right now is the PlayStation has very clearly has Japan.
Yes, very clearly. PlayStation and Nintendo, they just sell like hotcakes over there, like those really fat, delicious pancakes that they make in Japan.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about, and those are so...
It's stupid. How are they so fucking good?
And how are they so fat?
They're thick. They are thick with like 12 C's.
I wish I knew how they get that golden that golden chef's kiss on it.
And it's cooked all the way through, and it's man, perfect. Enough about pancakes though. Keep going about like Nintendo and Sony just crushing Japan year in and year out.
Yeah. Well, I actually was telling my girlfriend about this a little bit, where it turns out, I don't know if I'd say it turns out necessarily, but a lot of Western culture is heavily influenced by Eastern culture.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of is just part of the ebb and flow of like trends and fashion and all that stuff.
Yep.
Well, the same, I guess, I would argue, is true for the video game market with Sony. I mean, granted, Microsoft is an American company, late to the game. Nintendo and Sony both there before them. Same with Sega, but I don't know. I just think it would be interesting as like a small portion of testing, and not testing necessarily, but as an idea to see how like an American trend plays out in Japan. Like, I would be very, very curious to see the number of Xbox consoles, the new ones, the Series X's and X's and S's, how those sell in Japan versus, obviously the PS5s are sold out.
Well, that kind of reminds me of like Powerpuff Girls, where it was like popular here, but it blew up in Japan, just exploded. And that's the reason they like came out with new episodes in the US, is because it was so good. It's like they were just like, oh shit, Japan is like hungry for new content. Maybe we can make some new content. And it was just in English again. It wasn't even like they made there is a Japanese version of Powerpuff Girls, but they were just as happy for like more of the old look and everything. It's just crazy how that ebbs and flows, like you said.
Yeah, have you seen any of the new Powerpuff Girls?
I have, actually. I've watched it all.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I watched all the originals, so I'm like, well, I feel like I should check out the new. It's solid. Oh man, PlayStation making moves.
I saw like a couple clips and I was like, it just kind of looks a little bit like it's lost that like almost rough looking art animation charm. But it wasn't even that rough back then. It was just less vectory.
It is a lot cleaner now, like the animation.
Yeah. And I guess I'm a bit of an old curmudgeon bitch.
That old 90s, late 90s Cartoon Network animation, though. Nothing looked clean. Nothing looked smooth.
It looked like they did it all on like a wall.
I mean, shit, dude. Ed, Edd n Eddy had those shitty lines that were always moving.
Yes.
Like, oh my gosh. It wasn't even. It wasn't even just like the fact that they were
a
like
single frame of like someone just reacting like, oh.
and then the lines would be moving the whole time. It's like, oh, why is it like this? There's never any still frames in that whole show. It's crazy.
The idea of moving lines will always and forever make me think of home movies.
I was just listening to a podcast where they were talking about the original Adult Swim content, and they were talking about home movies, and I'm like, oh man, that takes me back so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
crap. So anyway, yeah, PS5's sold out in Japan. Sorry.
And it's sold out in Japan, and you know, good luck walking into a Walmart and getting one here. PlayStation 5 won't be available for in-store purchase on launch day, Sony confirms.
Yeah. Pre-orders have been thorough.
Yeah.
in taking up every last one.
Every last drop.
That they had available for pre-order. Or even ordering, I guess. It sounds like.
Yup.
They're basically saying, don't go, stop the count.
Stop the count. We just keep putting them up. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. Oh man. Go ahead.
Who was it? Sid Schumann for Sony wrote, quote, no units will be available for in-store no units will be available in-store for purchase on launch day, November 12th or 19th. Depending on your region, please don't plan on camping out or lining up at your local retailer on launch day in hopes of finding a PS5 console for purchase. Be safe, stay home, place your order online. Yes. End quote.
I mean, just based on the current atmosphere with COVID-19, it's probably a good thing that people can't line up and get them. But it does. I miss it. I remember when the PS4 came out, me and Admiral Akbar were I didn't even get one, but he had one pre-ordered, and I waited with him in line to go get it. It was pretty dope. There's something special about it.
Was it? Am I just remembering it wrong, or like wasn't there some sort of like PlayStation event that they put on? Like,
no, that wasn't. We didn't go to that, or if there was one, we would go to that for E3 in Davenport every year when they had it at the IMAX. But nah, not for just the release of the console or anything. But yeah, I remember waiting in line to get my Switch. That was a blast. But yeah, not this year, everyone. Probably a good thing.
Figures a lot in the chat says right now. Honestly, Corona-wise, it's probably smart, and I completely agree.
Yeah, please. Just stop
order it online.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, what a great time though! It's so exciting. This is so cool. We're on the cusp. It's Thursday that we're getting these new consoles. Not us personally, but people are.
Sony. Hey, if anybody from Sony's watching and you got the inside track on 2, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, shit, you gave us a Bug Snacks code. We got a Bug Snacks code early. Like, just hit us. Do it. Just send it to us. It's fine. We are professionals. Look at us. Obviously, we know what we're doing.
We are professionals. And I would implore that you respect us as such.
Yes.
Even though I very frequently lately, it's just Alzheimer's. Don't worry, I'm still professional about it. I just stammer a little bit more and sometimes lose my train of thought.
It happens with older age.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna drink a beer now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start the next article because this one is fascinating to me. I remember I had seen this on Reddit, so I made sure to pull it up for the podcast today. Sony is confirming that the PS5 won't support SSD storage expansion at launch. What do you think of this, my dude?
Okay. I think a lot about it.
Yeah. I lost some sleep about it.
Fucking load of shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But Well, first off, like it won't support the storage expansion at launch. Why?
Yep. Hey, it will.
Is there like are there drivers? That's something where I can write you a program, but I don't necessarily understand drivers and like, okay, well, if it would be able to handle a normal hard drive expansion, why wouldn't it support a SSD? That makes no sense to me.
Okay, well, here's the thing. They said in quotes, support was likely to be a bit past launch. End quote. Just why? I don't know. It's interesting.
So Sony did go into it a little bit, saying not all M.2, M.2 SSDs are fast enough to keep up with the PS5. Yeah, okay, bud. Okay. Get your dick. Please put your dick back in your pants, sir. This is a Wendy's. Thin enough to fit into the SSD bay or compatible with Sony's I/O controller. Sony promised to do compatibility testing late this year to make sure. So off-the-shelf SSDs need to deliver more than 5.5 gigabits per second of bandwidth over PCIe Gen 4 connection and not have a giant heat sink so large that they won't fit into the... Okay.
Hit me. So
basically, they're trying to say that, like, in order to... That shouldn't matter, though, right? That really should not matter. Because what you can do is you can just keep it on the SSD that they put in the fucking console.
Also true. It's a crazy thing.
And then, if it works correctly, what they should be able to let you do is, just like with a computer, just like with anything, take the game from that SSD and be able to still put it on a hard drive, SSD or not, internal or external, and then put whatever games you have in that library. I don't know why I put air quotes around it. The library.
The actual library.
And then put it onto, like, and say, okay, I want to play this. Can you just move that over to the SSD so I get the best gaming experience that I can with lower load times?
Please.
Like, that to me makes plenty of sense.
Yeah.
Right there, doing it that way versus, yeah.
One thing that I find interesting is basically if you bought all the games at launch, you would have to work on some of the internal storage. Like, you'd have to work on how you want to utilize it. And something that's really compare the size requirements for some PS5 launch games. We got Sackboy: A Big Adventure, 32 gig. Got to get that. Spider-Man Miles Morales, 50 gigs, unless you want to get that good Ultimate Launch Edition, which is, 105.
Literally double the size.
Yeah. And then you have Demon Souls, which is 66 gigs, super fire. And if you want to be stupid and get Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War at 133 gigs, you can. Disappointed that they didn't put Bugsnax on that list, but that's for a different discussion. But that's a lot of memory gone right there. That's half your storage if you buy all those games.
Yeah.
Wow.
Call of Duty games are bloated pieces of shit, though.
I mean, we were talking about that on the last podcast, just how fucking bloated they are.
That's just fucking moronic.
You can fit one copy of Modern Warfare on it. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. I'm excited to see how long it's gonna take them to get this done. I'll start a counter on the on our Discord, just a calendar of me waiting.
Yeah, and I appreciate that they put this in the article, so I'm gonna mention it as well. They add on there one last note: if you're thinking that buying a PS5 or Xbox with a disk drive means you won't need all of that internal storage, that is not the case. Since the PS4 and Xbox One, most big disc-based games have required you to install them to a drive.
Yep.
The disk just saves you from downloading all the bits and acts as your key.
Yep. It's yep.
Christ. On a cracker.
Yes, sir. I'll drink to that, bro. Wish I had
Hell yeah, brother.
Bottle of ranch. Speaking of ridiculous things that shouldn't be an issue and something we honestly shouldn't even be talking about.
Speaking of two failing companies.
Two failing companies, yeah, definitely. Sony's on the ropes right now. GameStop made a...
Well, yeah. We're about to talk about two failing companies after talking about a very successful one, okay?
I am floored by this article. I remember when I saw this, I'd seen this earlier in the week. GameStop made a TikTok contest for employees where the prize is more hours to work.
Yeah.
Not a raise, not a bonus, but they will allow you to work more hours. Woo! What?
I think I understand, though. I think I understand what the prize was supposed to really be. It was for your store. So this is meant for store leaders, right? So like the people in charge of stores.
Mm-hmm.
They get their team together. They do a dance. Whatever. Some fucking lip sync bullshit that TikTok fucking always does.
Yep.
Right? Basically, they would receive 2 Amazon Echoes, a $100 Visa gift card, and 10 additional labor hours for use during the week of Black Friday. So that means they could essentially schedule one more person for one more day, or 2 people for 5 hours on Black Friday.
I was going to say, which would probably be what they do.
Yeah.
If I know anything about working...
For a full-timer.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Then you got to give them, benefits and stuff.
Are you ready to watch this cringy-ass GameStop TikTok challenge?
Oh my god, are we really about to do this?
Oh, you fucking know it. Everyone, I hope you're all sitting. Get ready.
Okay.
Okay. That was a lot better than what I was expecting. I was expecting that was a dumpster fire, but I was expecting it to be like a dumpster on fire in some flooded area, you know. That was pretty generic, corny TikTok stuff. I was expecting much worse, so that wasn't too bad, but man. Boy, oh boy, thanks GameStop. Thanks for doing that to your employees.
I mean, expecting much worse doesn't make it good.
Real quick, from the chat, Mach, hey, if you want to win this TikTok challenge, we'll let you be adequately staffed for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Spot on, ring the bell. That is the truth. Rip. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous, man. The labor, see, the rest of it's fine. If, $100 Visa gift card to Amazon Echoes, that's dope. That's, fun, right? The labor hours, like the article said, that puts a fairly dark twist on the contest. It's ominous and terrifying.
Hey, you want to be able to sleep Black Friday?
You want to be able to have gas
contest?
You want gas money to get to work?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You want to buy you want to buy the fancy ramen instead of the 4 packs of chicken? You want to get one of those pre-made bowls? Oof, man. That was a great move by GameStop right there. Real professionals over there.
Man.
Watching this decline is just crazy, dude.
It really is. Like, I remember as a teenager thinking, there's not going to be anybody else besides GameStop.
Yeah.
And then, the gradual shift towards digital media, uh, digital platform, digital storefronts, and GameStop just, GameStop is to games what I'd say Hy-Vee is to groceries.
I was gonna say GameStop is to games what Blockbuster was to video rental. They didn't adapt or change fast enough, and they are quickly learning that people don't care about them, and they are gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think as well, something that GameStop, it's not necessarily the people who are working there's fault now.
Oh no, not at all.
But over the course of time, like let's say the past 10 years, in the first half of the past 10 years, they certainly developed a reputation, and it goes back beyond that, but I'm just example. Numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have built up this horrendous reputation of, basically lowballing everyone for their fucking video games.
Yup, 100%.
And then when they don't sell them, guess what they do? They literally just throw them away. So it's not like they have that goodwill sense of like, oh, they gave me fair money for my trade-in of Red Dead Redemption 2 2 weeks after release. And instead they gave me $30 for that. That was fair, right?
Yeah.
No.
They'd be lucky to get $30.
Fair within 2 weeks, I would say, is like 50 or
45.
45 would be fair.
Yeah, 100%.
Anything under 45,
nope. Unacceptable.
That's just bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what else is bullshit? The workarounds these poor people who are trying to play Fortnite on iOS have to do. Man, people are just desperate to play Fortnite on their iPhones and iPads, dude.
For some reason, right? Like, thank goodness NVIDIA's GeForce now is available. Otherwise, I would be like literally clawing through the walls of the courtroom to finish this nonsense with Apple and Epic and just say, I want to play Fortnite some more.
I need to build my cabin. Is that what you do? You build cabin?
I have to go get some more chug jugs.
Thank you, Piggies, a lot. It's so true. I'm so desperate to play Fortnite on my old iPhone. Yeah. This was just, we included this because it's a nice little follow-up to the ridiculous drama with these two companies.
Yes.
Because it's just dumb.
It really is.
It's true. Okay. Yeah, people can like what they like. For sure. It's not, we're not shitting on that. It's just like, it's more of the
specificity of like, I cannot go a single second without playing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm shitting on.
And I'm sure it'd be
find a different game if you have to go through the trouble of opening up Safari to pull up NVIDIA's GeForce Now to then play it. Like, I feel like there's other games you can do, like, just have a better time with faster than having to log in through like 3 different fucking things.
All right, here we go. $100 says that there's a shitty Fortnite clone on the Apple Store anyway, so, like, do it.
I'll just look it up right now.
Yup. But
yeah, you keep going.
Is that similar to waiting in line for a new console? I mean, kind of. I just think that it's first of all, this whole debacle between Apple and Epic is just ridiculous. And then I'm just going to read straight from the article because it's hilarious. It's an absurd, hacky situation that's the result of two companies Epic Games and Nvidia working around Apple's arbitrary restrictions on iPhone and iPad apps, which they are. They're so arbitrary. Following a public spat with Microsoft over refusal to support its xCloud service, Apple said in a statement that developers can choose to reach all iPhone and iPad users over the web through Safari and other browsers on the App Store. That means it's implied that the workaround is allowed. So, boom. That's Nvidia doing their part. That's it.
I was wondering, if you're upset that you don't have easy access to Fortnite on an iOS device, well, worry no more, because 1v1.lol Build Battle Royale will be there to hold your hand while you wait patiently for Epic and Apple to finish their bitter and cruel and taxing legal battles.
Hey man, that's like asking for a Tamagotchi and then getting a Tamagrouchy from Dollar General, okay? Like,
or even Battle Destruction.
Oh man, Tamagotchi.
PUBG's on there too.
I mean, that's true. Just play PUBG. I understand that it's a different game.
Call of Duty Mobile?
Oh man. So you know, that's all. I just kind of wanted to update everyone on what the situation was with this debacle. I think something that's bigger to talk about is what BioWare is doing. I have a lot to say about this, and I'm interested to hear what you think of this whole situation.
Okay.
What do you think? BioWare's working on a new Mass Effect game. Mass Effect fans rejoice, says the byline.
I hope that they do the development of this one right. All reports I saw indicated that Andromeda was a huge fucking mess.
Wait, you didn't even play it?
No.
Why? Because it was a huge fucking mess. We're going in circles here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Plus, some of the animations were creepy.
Oh, they were horrible.
So, like,
I like the running where the knees went above the shoulders and they're like squatting and oh man, what a time. I'm just not optimistic about this at this point. BioWare used to have a phenomenal track record, and they've really they haven't like fallen off. They have plummeted. They have just dropped so hard. It's like they were in anti-grav, and then all of the gravity was turned back on, and they are just hitting the ground, man. And they're not hitting the ground running. They're falling flat on their face.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
arguably, I mean, some people would argue against me on this, but I would say the last legitimately good BioWare game was Half-Life 3. I mean,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Dragon Age Inquisition was fine, dude.
Half-Life 3 didn't exist.
My god, Mass Effect 3. My brain. I apologize, everyone. Half-Life 3 doesn't exist. Oh my god.
I was like, what? Is that like a joke that just really sucked?
Yeah, the joke didn't land. Sorry, everyone. My god. I mean Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect. Everyone, what do you think? Mass Effect 3, last good BioWare game?
Yeah. I mean...
And some people would argue it was. The ending was trash. I mean, how else do you end that series? Personally, I was fine with it, but...
Same. I was way fine with it. Sorry.
I'm just not expecting anything from this. I mean, especially after Andromeda, man. Like, they have...
I'm one... Sorry.
BioWare has a history of getting really lucky, honestly. They crunch, they push the limits of what they can do, and sometimes it pans out, but it has not for quite a while.
Yeah. You know, I'll tell you what. I'd like it to be good.
Yeah, of course.
I think a lot of it depends, though, on... Okay, so yeah, I didn't play Andromeda, so please don't spoil anything for me. Maybe I'll play it someday.
I won't.
But I don't know. I have zero need for playing Andromeda. However, if the next one has Andromeda tie into it, I guess I will play Andromeda. Because actually, fun fact about Mass Effect, hated it at first.
Did you really?
Hated it. Yes.
Oh my gosh, you could have fooled me.
Okay, so here's how it went.
Okay.
I played a little bit of the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "This game is buggy. The driving controls suck. I feel like I'm flailing around when trying to just aim a gun.
Mm-hmm.
The gun's all overheated too fast for me. I was just pissed off, so I put it away. Then Half-Life."
This guy.
Then Mass
ruined it all.
Then Mass Effect 2 came out. Mass Effect 2 came out. And I was like, ooh, I kind of like this. But I don't want to finish this unless I finish the first one. So I went back, finished the first one.
And then 2.
And then started over the second one.
Yes, sir.
Because I got about halfway through and I was like, okay, I need to stop right now so that I feel like my choices matter, because I'll cave over. The choices will come over via the save files, and then we'll do it that way, right? So I did. I did that, and then so I guess what I'm saying is Mass Effect 1 I hated a lot. Mass Effect 2 got me in to the point of, wow, I need to play the first one so I know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And then I
the Royal
went into the third one,
Yeah.
and I was a little hesitant because I was like, okay, there's a lot of big stuff that's happening, and I'm not sure that it's going to land.
Yep.
And for me, it all landed.
Landed.
Every story beat they hit
It was great.
was awesome for me. Glorious Gilmore in the chat saying, Mass Effect 4 win. We don't know yet, but it's been announced. Although, I don't know if it's technically Mass Effect 4.
I hope it is.
It could just be Mass Effect Andromeda 2.
Oh my gosh, what if it was? That'd be amazing.
That'd be awful.
That'd be so bad. You know what? I gotta clean my mouth out. Ugh.
Oh, we've never shown our audience how good our puking impressions are, have we?
No, we have not. Not like
Nope.
when you almost threw up at the beginning of our old podcast at one time.
Yo, that
Going
was close.
so hard. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah, Gilmore, you missed the scoop of me playing Half-Life 3 apparently. There's now a conspiracy that I have the only copy of Half-Life 3 and been playing it with Bug Snacks. Oh man. Alright. Well, what's the last thing though? What's the last thing we have to talk about? Something super dope.
Metapod pod.
Oh my god. I'm hyped.
There's a pod shaped like Metapod that you can climb into, and it looks like only zip up like so that your face is revealed, but
Yeah,
I
mean,
really
probably
would
good.
prefer if it just was a full zip.
I'll fix it. We can do customs. We'll fix our own. Hit us up.
Yeah.
We'll do shinies. We'll do a shiny version of it. Best
God.
sleeping bag on the market in 2021. Life-size Metapod sleeping bag. We're gonna start a GoFundMe for me for the so I can get one of these. I want it. It looks so dope. Metapod is an S tier Pokemon. Why? Because it evolves into Butterfree.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get to S plus without having your previous evolutions be an S tier minimum.
Oh man, it's already sold out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at how much fun at the bottom there. That guy is fucking jamming out.
Dude, this guy is
Having
having
a
a
good
blast, man. My face when I find out that I can't stream Bug Snacks tomorrow and have to wait till Thursday.
Man, fucking pain in the ass.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious though. I genuinely would love one of these. This is dope.
I don't know where I'd put it.
That's true.
Maybe I'll get one for my mom or something. I bet she'd appreciate it.
She'd like it.
She'd be like, "Oh, this is are those eyes on the side? What's going on here?" And I'd be like, "Metapod pod."
Metapod pod. Oh man. Well, Cal, what the hell have you been playing?
Let's see. What was I playing? Oh, I played some Animal Crossing today. It's weird now, not having necessarily a finite goal to work towards.
Oh yeah, not trying to get the candy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like before, I was like, okay, I need to set up this like spooky. I need to set up this spooky little like attraction, almost this tourist attraction for all the people that are gonna be coming in here. Piggy's Lab brings up the mushrooms. Got a couple mushrooms. We're gonna eat some on stream, maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I was the host of a Smash Bros. Stream that did very well.
Oh, it's entertaining as hell, man. I know everyone who's watching that knows it. I'm sorry you didn't get to see any Captain Calkin this week, but soon, once the tournament comes around again and Cal's playing, Captain Calkin will be there.
Actually, yeah. Actually, if I'm being honest, the next match after AMD 02 and Endless Cadenza, it's going to be myself and Yeet Dragon.
Oh boy. Dude, watch out. Yeet's been practicing. I was playing some Smash with him on Friday, and he was wiping the floor with me. Oh, also, shout out to Gilmore. Thanks for commentating. That was such a good time. You did a fantastic job spitting in that mic.
I was just about to say, I felt really bad because the second I turned off the stream, I realized I did not pimp out like their channels or anything like that.
This
I felt
guy.
so bad. So I'll do it right now. If you haven't already, go check out Wheezy Wheels and Glorious Gilmore on Twitch. Gilmore has a 0 at the end, where you'd expect. Gil M0RE.
You'll find him. If you type Glorious GIL, should be the first one that comes up, honestly. He's got them good followers, got those good numbers, because he's good at what he does.
Just grinding.
Putting in that work.
Like a boss.
But yeah. Oh, that was a phenomenal stream. Really enjoyed that. Cracked me up. Sunday nights are usually a little more chill for me at work, so it was nice to sit back and watch it.
Yeah. And I believe earlier in this week I played Doom.
Ugh, yes. How hard is that game though?
So the DLC is just fuck. Like I get like out of breath even thinking about it because it's so high intensity all the time.
Yup, nonstop.
And every level, it's just like, please, it's like they heard everybody's complaints, like, oh, you have to traverse from one set area to another.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That gave me a time to breathe and like let oxygen flow to my brain.
Not this time.
Just like my eyes going white, my body starting to glow, and my hair turning blonde for no reason. As I try and like not, I have to like suppress the urge to scream as I play the fucking game. It's like, just let me, it's why I like both Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing gets me in one way, and Doom Eternal gets me in another way.
Yup.
I love the challenge of it, though.
Oh,
I love it.
I love watching you play it, man. It looks hard. It looks hard as fuck. But that's also so entertaining.
In the most recent stream, Fee brought up, like, it's hard to look away from the, like, gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Which is partly why I love doing it.
Mm-hmm.
you know, I still pull up a Doom Eternal run somehow. Not like a glitch or anything like that, but yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
The
Got that good shirt, that good balance. Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal.
Yeah. I think
Hello.
I think one of those two games is going to wind up being my game of the year.
Yeah.
But, because we all know Cyberpunk isn't coming out this year.
Whoa, rip. And even if it does, you're not going to have enough time to beat it before year ends. Not saying that you had to beat your game for Game of the Year, but it definitely makes a big difference. Like if I had not beaten Breath of the Wild, it would have been my Game of the Year. But the ending is such trash that it definitely came in number 2.
Right, I think I did that same. I did that same thing. I put it at number 2 as well that year.
It's just that ending was so bad.
Yeah.
So undesirable.
Oh, why are we in the field now?
Yeah.
We were in a castle.
What? Why were we in a field? Why can't I lose this?
There's no option to not lose.
Yeah. Yeah, Bug Snacks is probably going to be my game of the year. Not getting too hyped on it or anything.
We'll see. Watch, we all are like this hype, and then suddenly
it just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like have you ever seen the movie Fanboys?
It sounds familiar, but if it only sounds familiar, that means I probably haven't seen it.
It's the guys who travel from Ohio to George Lucas's house to steal a rough cut of Star Wars Episode 1 because one of their friends has cancer, and they want to see it before he wants to see it before he dies. So they sit down, and the way the movie ends is they're sitting in the theater waiting for Episode 1 to start, and one of the guys turns to another one and goes, "Hey man, what if it sucks?" That's exactly how I feel right now. Oh man.
Yo, okay, that reminds me of another great video I saw recently where do you remember back when like Batman vs Superman was announced?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of funny was in its earlier phases at the time, we'll say. And Greg Miller was losing his fucking mind, and he had his shirt off, and he was just like, Tim, listen to me, Tim. There's no way this can be bad.
Dude, they played that clip so many times when they were doing their Batman versus Superman in review. Because they sat down and watched it again. They watched the extended cut, and everyone's just like, this sucks so bad. This is so bad. A lot of them were saying that it's better than Man of Steel, which it is, because Man of Steel is just such a bad movie. But, man, DC, glad to see you're kind of getting your shit together. Me, personally, I've been playing Smash Ultimate a lot. Mario Kart, this is the staple. Still trying to get that gold medal Mario. For anyone who wasn't in the stream earlier, I will be playing Bug Snacks this week. Got a promo code from Propaganda, which is the PR company helping with Bug Snacks and everything. So keep an eye on my Twitter. Gonna be tweeting about that. That's why I'm wearing this hat. I got Piggies a lot let me know that they were giving out promo codes to streamers, and we got one. We're moving up in the world. So gonna be playing Bug Snacks this week. I've also been playing Heart Gold / Soul Silver, and been playing the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy, which is so good. Can't wait to stream that. Definitely gonna stream that. Man. SoCal, what's the good word?
The good word is that is the end of this podcast. If you like it and you're watching live right now, make sure to give us a follow. Hey, I was just telling Gilmore in the Twitch chat, we hit 200 followers, and I'll chuck some more barbecue sauce
in a cat made out costume. Apparently,
I'm not wearing a cat made costume.
Not for 200, 500. Yeah, we'll just do exactly what Gilmore's doing.
Do 500. Yeah. If we reach 1,000, I don't know. I'll start an OnlyFans and put a bunch of feet pics on there. How's that sound?
I'm in. That sounds good to me. Man.
Fun fact, my feet are disgusting. So be careful what you wish for.
So yeah, if you like what you saw, drop a follow. If you really liked what you saw, drop a sub.
Yeah.
Please. Okay, so I put a lot of work in this week, doing a lot of stuff for our socials. Our Twitter is more active. We have a new banner. Instagram, finally being active on that. Make sure to check that out as well. Gonna post my picture of me in my hat, obviously. And getting excited for Thursday. If you want to just follow me personally, you can check out my Instagram, Twitter, everything at Jake the Mayor. Cal, you can follow at Humble Halfwit. I'm currently working on our subreddit, actually. So that's pretty exciting. Make sure to check that out. Drop your dank memes, drop your stream quotes, drop your speculation.
Yeah. Drop your news. Fuck it.
Yeah, just share news.
We are okay to do that.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to stick around later tonight. Cal, when you start in the Iron Scrubs tournament, part 2, 3? Round 2, part 2?
That is being pushed back to Wednesday. That's being pushed back to Wednesday.
Wednesday at?
We'll say 8.
8 p.m. Central Time. Be there or be square. I'll be there. But you better be as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep an eye out for the schedule. Going to be playing some cool games this week. Going to be making some moves.
Yeah, it was some fun.
Later.
Bye.